Thank you, Valeria. Well, clearly you don't need to be an Albert Einstein to realize that we're in the midst of a terrible economic crisis. And that crisis is having a severe impact on the advertising industry. As Mr. Einstein incredibly foretold many years ago, times of crisis are generally the best times to conduct a serious evaluation of how you do business. Those companies that are willing to adapt to the changes that are occurring will survive. Those that don't will probably be the footnotes in future marketing textbooks. We're also in the midst of one of the greatest revolutions in media and marketing ever to occur. It's truly transformational in nature. The way we did businesses a scant 5 years ago is and will be totally unlike what is going to be required in the future. Digital media, telephony, the internet all have exponentially changed the number of media alternatives consumers have available to them. They've changed the way in which audiences view the media and how they react to the advertising. It's truly unlike anything we've ever seen before. Most of the media principles we still use today are based on achieving maximum reach and optimizing on a frequency of 3. Now, those optimizing concepts made a lot of sense in the 1960s. That's when most audiences were homogeneous and there were few alternative media. That's simply not the case today, nor is it going to be the case in the future. So the idea that maintaining continuity over affordable periods, which was relevant only a few years ago, doesn't make much sense today. Audiences are too diverse. Alternative media forms are too common. Consumer attention spans and interests simply aren't what they used to be. The challenge to media planners today is enormous. Simply trying to use the planning principles you already know should make you feel really uncomfortable. You know from your own experience the marketplace have changed. You've changed. The consumers have changed. The media forms have literally exploded. We've been tracking those changes for nearly 10 years. The real issue in media planning is not finding ways to send out more messages. It's about finding the media forms consumers prefer. We need to think about the ones they use, the ones they favor, and then being there when they want to hear from us, not just when we want to talk. In short, the media planning model is being turned upside down. We're moving from distribution to consumption, from efficiency to effectiveness. In the past year, I've visited and lectured in more than 20 countries. And the issue is the same everywhere. To succeed in today's marketing environment, 4 things are really required. Number 1, we have to promote to the right consumer, not just to everyone. The second, use the media with which consumers have a relationship. That is, the ones in which they're involved and which they choose time after time. Ratings don't measure relationships. They measure only opportunities to see, or that is, chances to see. The real issues are affinity and engagement. Those are the measures we'll need to give greater attention to in the planning process. The third major factor, use multi-platform communication. Today's consumer is polychronic. That is, they multitask. They use several media simultaneously. You need to do the same thing with your marketing programs to be effective. And the fourth and final point, build relationships, not just reach. People buy from people they like. Times have changed, and you need to change too if you want to continue succeeding in the marketplace of today and tomorrow.